Should you challenge yourself? What does it mean to challenge yourself? How do I challenge myself? And what is the psychology of challenging yourself? Welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about what it means to challenge yourself, why you should challenge yourself, and I'm going to share with you my experience on one of the challenges that I did for 30 days straight, and how this 30-day experience, this 30-day challenge, changed my whole overall perception of life, right? So this is Felix, your host. Today we are doing episode number 12, and I'm really excited to share with you guys my thoughts and my experience. Now, what has your experience been? Have you ever tried challenging yourself? How has that been for you? Have you ever tried pushing yourself out of your comfort zone? And how has that been for you? So this is all we're going to talk about today, and I'm really excited to get going. Now, before we move any further, I want to share this quote with you guys. All right. This is a quote by Justin Timberlake, and I thought this quote would go hand in hand with our topic today, right? It would go hand in hand with our topic. So here's the quote. It says, "You're not meant to do what is easy. You're meant to challenge yourself." You're not meant to do what is easy. You're meant to challenge yourself. What does this mean? A lot of times we find ourselves in our comfort zone, and we do not want to get out of that comfort zone. Now, why do some people choose to only stay in their comfort zone? And why do other people choose to get out of that? Right? Now, by choosing to get out of your comfort zone, that's where you begin to experience real life. That's where you begin. Say you're not meant to do what is easy. You're meant to challenge yourself further. So, how has this 30-day challenge changed my life? How has this changed my life? Before I even get into that, let me talk about these things first. Now, to challenge yourself, you need to understand that you have to step out of your comfort zone. This is number one. You have to step out of your comfort zone, because if you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone, then challenging yourself is not going to work. After you've already set your goals, right? Your goals are very clear on what you want to do. Your visions are clear. Then you will begin to step out of your zone. Okay? You want to create a plan. Excuse me if I'm looking this way or that way. I'm looking at the screen in front of me. So if you see my eyes going to the left, to the right, it's because I have a screen that I'm looking at. Okay? So you want to prioritize your tasks. You want to create a plan. Right? And you want to continuously be learning something new. Is it going to be easy when you start challenging yourself? Absolutely not. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be stressful. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to feel like the world is falling apart. Right? That's what it's going to feel like. But at the end of it all, at the end of that challenge, you want to understand that once you begin to experience, once you begin to live in that zone that's not comfortable, that's where true living begins. Once you begin to push yourself out of that, that's where true living begins. As human beings, our brain is designed to protect us from pain. Whenever we see pain, we see stress, it's either flight or fight. A lot of times we choose to run away from it because it's too painful. Our body just does not want to comply, right? Most people choose the easy way. They'd rather run away from a zone that is not comfortable. They'd rather stay in a zone that is comfortable for them. But once you start developing that habit of just staying in your comfort zone, that is where you've already failed. You might live a comfortable life, but you're never truly going to experience life in itself. To experience life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. To experience life, you have to be willing to pay the price. And sometimes this price comes with pain. This price comes with sweat. So should you challenge yourself daily? Absolutely, you have to challenge yourself if you want to grow. But then the beautiful thing about this is God has given free will. We can choose to challenge ourselves or not. right? If you want to challenge yourself, that's definitely a blessing. Yeah, that's a big blessing. And if you do not want to challenge yourself, you don't have to. But if you have a grand vision, if you have a big thing that you want to do, or if you have a big plan that you want to accomplish, then yes, you want to get comfortable being uncomfortable in that situation. And make discomfort the way of life. Because by experiencing this discomfort, by sweating, by staying up late, and by basically getting yourself out of that comfort zone, that's where you're going to win. Now, what happened when I did the 30-day challenge? A little backstory about this challenge. So, a few years back, I wanted to start shooting videos on Facebook. You know how Facebook has that option to go live on it and then shoot a live video. Now, I wanted to do that, but I didn't want to do it alone. So I was lucky enough to find people who wanted to do the same thing. So a group of us decided to take that challenge and start shooting videos every single day for 30 days straight. So we all did that. And by the end of 30 days, there was a huge transformation. And everybody who did this challenge was blown away by the outcome. Even myself, my first video that I showed, I was actually sweating the first video. I was sweating when I turned on that camera and I had to begin that challenge. That is how it felt for me. So I want you to understand that every time you choose to do something new, every time you choose to get out of your comfort zone, there's always going to be those kind of pain that you have to experience to get better at something. There's going to be things that you're going to feel like the world is going to be crashing you. Right? But it's those feelings of pain, those feelings of discomfort that is going to make you a better person. So my message to you today is find a way to challenge yourself daily, or you could even do the things that I do. I always pick a challenge every 30 days, telling myself I stay consistent for 30 days straight until I get out of that discomfort zone. And then these new things become comfortable. Right? And then after that, I look for another challenge because I feel comfortable with this thing. And then I just keep doing that until it becomes a habit. I want you to remember the last video that I shot a few days ago, I talked about habits, 12 habits. Right? Now, if you understand what habits are, habits could be something good, habits could be something bad. Would you want to develop yourself in a way that you reward yourself with a good habit, and then you begin to notice the bad habits and you get rid of all the bad habits, right? Once you begin to self-reflect, you begin to notice these habits, right? And by doing this 30-day challenge, by challenging yourself every single day, that's where you begin to see that, oh, this makes sense. If I challenge myself for 30 days, I'm going to evolve and I'm going to begin seeing the change. Right? You're going to see a change. Another challenge that I did this year, I'm going to show you guys this, the 5 a.m. club. I'm going to share more about my experience with this in details in one of the videos coming up in the future. Man, this book really pushed me to be a better human being. It's pushed me out of my comfort zone. It's pushed me to be who I am today. Because I did this started towards the end of September. 30 days straight, I was waking up. I might have missed 2 or 3 days because of the weekend and I had to travel back. For 30 days straight, I was getting up at 5 a.m. and I was basically doing what this book was saying. Now, if you haven't read this book, or if you don't have a copy of this book, I highly recommend you go get one, because this is going to change your life. That I guarantee. This is going to change your life. Basically, it teaches you how you have to wake up every single morning. When you wake up early, because in the morning hours, that is when your brain is more receptive, right? Information, your brain is more awake. You'll be able to accomplish a lot more in these early morning hours because you're not tired, you're not stressed. You feel more alive after having rested for 6 to 8 hours after sleeping that long. You wake up fresh. So ask yourself, What time would you rather work? Would you rather work in the morning hours when you're fresh, you're not stressed and tired, or would you work in the late nights when you're already tired by doing all these activities during the day? So this is basically what this book is all about. It's telling you, wake up early in the morning, wake up at 5 a.m., right? Get things done, do your workout, read your book, do your 20%. The 20%, I mean, whatever it is that you do in life, you need to be aware of the 20% of the activity that will get you the 80% of the results. Again, this is a book that I want to share with you guys. This book here, the 80-20 principle, right? This book explains very well what you need to do. You need to figure out what your 20% is, whether you're in the workout, whether you're into health and fitness, whether you're into relationship, whether you're into business, or whatever your craft is. You need to understand the 20%. If you know what 20% is, and you know your audience, and you know the outcome you want, then you want to focus your energy on 20%. I came to realize that when I wake up in the morning at 5 a.m., I can easily get my 20% done before the actual day begins. That means I can afford to take half of the day if I want to. That's by understanding the power of 20%, because most people end up doing 80% and they neglect the 20%, and then they suffer in the long run because they're not seeing the results they want. Let's say, for example, if you're an entrepreneur and you work with clients and you deal with people, you want to spend a little bit of time trying to do outreach and reach out to people, because it's by looking for clients or trying to find people who want your service, because these are the people who are going to pay you for the skill you have, right? Instead of focusing your energy on email or creating content. Now, email and content, these are things that need to be done in your businesses, of course, but these are not the 20% that will give you the 80%. In the 80, not the 20, the 20% effort that will give you the 80% of the results. So by understanding that the 20% is what is going to give you the most amount of value, you need to start with that. And that's why the 5 a.m. made a change in my life, because waking up every morning. Now, fast forward to 3 months later, 3 months later, do I still get up at 5? Yes, I still do. Because I discovered the power of getting up early. So today is the 24th, December 24th. Tomorrow is Christmas. Now, it's recommended to always take time off. You absolutely need to take time for your business and go enjoy time with the family, your friends, do activities outside of the office. But what I've discovered is by waking up at 5 every single day, even on the 24th or the 25th, right, depending on how I feel, if I get up early at 5, right, I do my work till about 7, I have 2 hours of work every single day, regardless of what day it is, unless I'm traveling, of course. By so doing, all these 2 hours every single day is going to compound in the long run. So why am I sharing this with you? This is the secret that I've been using the past 3 months. By getting up early at 5 a.m., you get up, you can do your 20%. Then you can go do whatever you have to do during the day. Even on a day like Christmas tomorrow, ask myself, am I going to wake up tomorrow? Let's wait and find out. Either I'm going to take the day off, or I'm going to get up early again and just stay consistent and do that. So this is what I want to share with you guys. So 30 days, you should challenge yourself every single day. If you want to grow, if you want to invest, you have to challenge yourself. Because if you challenge yourself, you're going to better yourself. You're going to find that by pushing yourself to that level, a lot of blessings will come your way. So many blessings will come your way. And the network and your network is going to grow as well. But if you choose to stay comfortable in that zone, then automatically you're losing. Right? Now I ask you here, what is your choice? What are you going to do? Are you going to say, enough is enough? I want to change my environment. I need to change my state. I need to change my mindset. I need to change how I operate. That is the message for today. So tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. Let's see what's going to happen. The year is coming to an end. Remember to reflect on everything that you do. Remember to stay consistent. Remember that your habits will determine how far and what you achieve in this life. And remember that waking up early and challenging yourself every single day is going to help you get to where you want to be. Now, this video is not scripted. I've been all over the place talking about this, talking about that. But to summarize it, I want you guys to get into the habit of challenging yourself. This is something that I do every single day. I'm still work in progress, of course. I'm still not there. There's so many other things that I want to challenge myself. Now, you might ask, Felix, what is the next challenge you're going to get in? The next challenge for me is there's a whole bunch of challenges I want to do every 30 days. One is going to be like being able to, it's like voice, right? Being able to get better at voice, right? Being able to storytell. Storytelling is an art in itself. So I need to find a mentor who's going to teach me how to storytell for 30 days straight. And I'll do this challenge 30 days consistently so that I can see the outcome after 30 days. Another challenge that I want to do is basically energy, right? I think energy when shooting a video. Sometimes people, speaking to him, sometimes I can make fun of myself. But sometimes there's not too much energy in my videos, right? It's something that I noticed because I was reflecting and looking at the last 10 videos that I did. And I was like, okay, these videos are good, I'm making progress, but I need to have a little bit more energy. I need to maybe have a bit more of a smile in my videos, right? So that the message can be received, because smiling is contagious. Sometimes when you smile, people, not contagious, but sometimes when you smile, somebody else might just smile in return. Not all the times, but it just puts people in a better mood. So when you're shooting videos and you have a bit of a smile here and there, that makes it for a good video, right? But if your video is about something serious, then of course you don't have to smile all the time, right? So these are some of the challenges that I'm going to get on. And I'll always put out an invite. Anybody who's interested in joining this challenge, you're more than welcome, because it's always fun when these things are done with a group of people. If you're up for the task and you're up for the challenge, then remember this. Join this challenge, comment below this video, and so I can add you to our group and then get things going. We'll excited. So go out there, challenge yourself, better yourself, right? Because you have the greatest gift. God has given you everything within you, and tap into that gift. You can give yourself permission to tap into that gift. Because in one video I said, if we're lucky, we can live till we are 50 years, 60 years, 70, 80, 90, even 100 years old. The worst thing that we can do is get to our later years in life when we're in our old age, and then looking back in time, you realize that you have not done the things you were supposed to do. And then regret, my friends, regret is something that is going to destroy you at that age. So right now, we all have an opportunity. Right now, you have an opportunity. Don't waste it. Time is a valuable resource, it's a valuable commodity that you can never ever get back. So now is your time. Take this time, make use of it. Don't waste it. Right? So that in your later years in life, when you look back, you can say, "Oh, I lived a good life. I was productive my whole life." There's people who are not lucky enough to get this opportunity. Right? But if you're watching this video, then you know you're lucky. You have life in you. You have the ability to make something out of nothing. And you have this thing that God has given you. So go out there and make use of it. Make use of it. So why do I shoot this video? I shoot this video so that I have a reminder and look back in time and see times that I was consistent, the things that I've done in the past. And I can basically see how far I've come. I also want to have this video so that, the next generation can look at this video and say, "Oh, this guy really did it. This guy was consistent. He wasn't all about just talking, but he was more into the activities. He was a doer, not a talker. He was a man of honor." Things like that. And also, I want this video. I shoot this video so that this video can inspire you to get up and go do things. I want you to understand that you have potential within you, limitless potential within you, that once you choose to tap into that, you're going to find this far, far, far. Once you choose to start getting comfortable, once you choose to get out of your comfort zone, that is where you begin to experience real living. living in the known kills people, not literal, but living in the known takes away your spirit. So once you realize that discomfort is good, then you understand the art of winning. So thanks for staying with me to the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Stay blessed. Remember, you have a gift within you. Remember, you need to start getting comfortable. And also comment below if you want to join me on my challenges coming forward. Really excited about this, and I'm looking forward to evolution. So remember to go get this book by the M Club. Remember to go get this book, The 80-20 Principles, and there's a whole bunch of other books that I recommend to you as well. So thanks again. Stay blessed. This is Felix, and speak to you all soon. Yes.